Hi guys, so I just wanted to actually jump on here and give my TBR list for the Reading Rush. It used to be called Booktubeathon, but I also have a really exciting, life-changing announcement. And this kind of explains why I've had a month-long absence on here and haven't really been putting any videos up. So I am pregnant. I'm 11 and a half weeks. I will be 12 weeks on Sunday. I turn a new week every Sunday. This is not going to be a pregnancy or family channel. I'm still going to continue doing my bookish stuff and my character analysis videos, but anyway, I figured you all kind of deserve like a explanation for that. So as far as my very long absence, so I am going to get started with my TBR. So the timing of the Reading Rush this year is not the greatest for me, but I'm not working full-time. I am currently only being scheduled 1 or 2 days a week, but the Reading Rush is literally starting the day after I get back from vacation, and I don't know what my hours are going to be like the week after I get back. Hopefully not much different from what they currently are. I'm just setting my phone down. Sorry, I was on my knees. The last couple days have been very rough. I actually got sick this morning and it was not a pleasant experience. Usually I just kind of feel a little queasy, but yeah. So I have my books right here. I have a list so that I don't forget which books are for which challenges. Now there are 2 challenges that I will not be doing, and that is to read a book that I meant to read last year, and that's just because the one book that I didn't get to last year, I ended up reading like a week after Booktubeathon, and that was Every Heart a Doorway. It was very short. I think I actually read that book in a day, which was surprising because I was also substitute teaching that day, but anyway. And then to read an author's first book. I could not really decide on which author to pick for that. I didn't want to do J.K. Rowling because I've got one of her other books already on my TBR, and when I'm doing a readathon like this, I don't really like to read multiple books by the same author. So anyway, those are the 2 that I'm not doing, but I am going for the bonus challenge of reading 7 books. So the first challenge was to read a book with purple on the cover, and I chose Brightly Burning by Alexa Dunn. I always get her name wrong, but this is like a sci-fi retelling of Jane Eyre. It's set in space, kind of like post-apocalypse type thing. The Earth is in like this never-ending winter, and it's not safe for humans to live there, so the entire human population that could actually afford it boarded spaceships, and their descendants are living on board spaceships, and Jane gets transferred to a ship called the Rochester to basically be a nanny, as we would call it now, but back when Jane Eyre was actually written, I think the term was actually governess, just to watch over children. And I think she only has 2 kids to watch over. So I've not actually read the original Jane Eyre, but I thought I'd give this a try. I am getting hot, so I'm taking my robe off. I go back and forth between freezing and burning up very easily right now, so yeah. And then the next challenge that I'm doing is to read a book in the same spot, and I chose the spell book of The Lost and Found. It's kind of a shorter book, so I figure maybe it won't be that difficult. Kind of larger print too, so I'm going into this one blind. I'm not entirely sure what it's about. I bought it like forever ago, so yeah. So my next challenge is to read and watch a book to movie adaptation, and I'm coupling that with reading a book with 5 or more words in the title, and I picked Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I don't have the dust jacket for this one anymore. I don't know what happened to it. It got lost in the move when I moved into our current apartment, I think. Either that or it got something spilled on it by one of my younger cousins, niece or nephew, somebody who was clumsy, and I had to throw it away. But anyway, I will likely do what I did last year and have the movie playing in the background and just kind of very quickly, because I know the story inside and out. Oh, I grabbed Prisoner, not Chamber of Secrets. But yeah, I caught the word hippogriff. I'm like, hang on, that's not introduced until Prisoner, so I will probably likely play the movie as I'm reading the book, just to kind of cut down on time spent, because I do really want to get through all 7 books. And then the next challenge and the last one I will be doing is to read a book with a non-human main character, and for that I chose Shadow of the Fox. I actually think one of the main characters is a shapeshifter, so that qualifies as non-human. And then I'm also going to be reading Salt to the Sea. It's like it's about a really bad maritime ship sinking, kind of like the Titanic, but it's actually worse than the Titanic. And there's a bit of a love story, I think, and just, it's a type of story that I really like, so I'm reading it. And then on audiobook, I'm going to be listening to The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Mother Knows Best, which Mother Knows Best is a retelling of Rapunzel from the witch's point of view. I've listened to some of it, not a whole lot of it. I think I have like 3 hours left. It's a fairly short book, and I tend to speed the narration up too. Getting a little bit short of breath. That tends to happen too, which I'm also anemic, so anemia paired with pregnancy is not fun. But when the nausea hits, I don't feel like actually reading printed words, but I can listen to a book on audio very easily and just kind of feel like, okay, it's taking me out of my situation. So yeah, taking my mind off how bad I'm feeling, because my wonderful nausea meds that typically work on nausea associated with the colitis do not always work with pregnancy nausea. The one nausea med that does work knocks me out, so I try not to take that one during the day, or if I've got something I gotta do, like go to work. But yeah. So I will definitely be listening to an audiobook at some point. Hopefully not because I'm like hunched over the toilet throwing up, like I was this morning. That wasn't good. I hate throwing up. But yeah. For any of you wondering, I did have an ultrasound. The doctor says everything looks great. When we found out I was actually about to like give up ever getting pregnant, I'm thinking just how bad I've been feeling. I'm thinking this might actually be the one time I go through this all over again. I had a little bit of nausea with the pregnancy that I miscarried, but it wasn't like a ton. It was just a couple days, and I threw up once. But the nausea has been very bad. There were a couple weeks where I could not keep anything down, so I lost quite a bit of weight. And I just didn't have energy to even think about what to talk about. I didn't feel like getting in front of a camera to actually film a video or to edit or anything, even if it's just like the really quick edit that I do on my phone when I upload to YouTube from there. But yeah, I think that's everything. I'm looking forward to all these books. I really am. I am going to take 2 books with me on vacation. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to take. I've got a lot of books to pick from, and I will probably just pick something kind of nice and relaxing, like not an angsty story or anything like that. One that I pretty well know the ending of, not Harry Potter, because the next week I'm going to be reading a Harry Potter book. But yeah, my husband claims he's going to get started on reading his TBR that I gave him a couple months ago. My only stipulation was that he has it done, has all the books read, by December 31st at midnight. So by the time the new year strikes, he's supposed to have that entire list read. And I picked actually a fairly short list of books for him to read, and he's a quick reader too. So yeah. If you have any suggestions for beach reads, because I am going to a beach, by all means, drop that in the comments below. Other than that, I think that's everything. I'm very sorry about my month-long absence. I know I've had absences longer than that, but that was because life just gets in the way. I have literally felt like I've been dying. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you hopefully fairly soon. I will not be doing a vacation vlog. I just kind of need to get away from home, away from life, just kind of enjoy the time with my husband and his family, because I absolutely adore my in-laws. I couldn't have gotten any luckier. So I'm taking time off work, off of YouTube, all that. I'm leaving on July 13th, so like a week and a half from now, and I will be back literally the day that the reading rush starts. So until then, thanks for watching. I will try to do another video hopefully next week. Maybe I will finally get to my Dumbledore analysis. I don't know if I will or not. It just depends on how I'm feeling, my energy levels, all that, because pregnancy and anemia are it is very difficult to deal with both. But sorry, my voice